Hi, boys and girls and grown-ups. I'm back, and it is time for Read Aloud. Our book today is called Gilbert Goldfish Wants a Pet by Kelly DiPuccio, illustrated by Bob Shea. So the author, the person who wrote the words, is Kelly DiPuccio. The illustrator, the person who drew the pictures, is Bob Shea. And I love the pictures in this book. Gilbert Goldfish Wants a Pet. To any outsider, Gilbert had everything a goldfish could ever want. A magnificent stone castle, a treasure chest full of gold, and a feast of tasty flakes that fell from the sky just in time for breakfast each day. But the one thing Gilbert did not have was the very thing that he most desperately wanted: a pet. Sometimes he imagined his pet would be small. Sometimes big. Sometimes really big. Sometimes Gilbert imagined his pet would have fur or feathers or floppy ears. But every day and always, Gilbert imagined what it would be like to have a pet to care for and love. Then one day, Gilbert woke up to find a dog barking at him. Bark, bark, bark. Gilbert blinked his eyes to make sure he wasn't dreaming. The dog wagged his tail and licked the bowl. Gilbert swam around and around in happy circles. The dog ran around and around in happy circles too. A pet! Gilbert glubbed. I have a pet! The dog barked and barked and barked some more. Bark, bark, bark! Gilbert never dreamed his pet would be so noisy. Uh-oh. Or thirsty. The dog's drinking Gilbert's fish tank water. A week passed. A very tired Gilbert woke up, and the barky bark dog was gone. The castle was quiet again. Gilbert was just a teensy bit relieved. I don't think Gilbert realized that a pet can be a lot of work. A few days later, Gilbert noticed a small gray mouse peering at him through the glass. Gilbert's little fishy heart went pitter-patter, swish. Look at his eyes. How does he feel about that mouse? The mouse licked her paws and sniffed the bowl. Gilbert swam around and around in happy circles. The mouse, who thought Gilbert was a large chunk of cheddar cheese, ran around and around in circles too. Squeak, squeak, squeak. A pet, Gilbert glubbed happily. I have a quiet pet. The mouse sniffed and sniffed. Gilbert's thinking he loves the mouse. The mouse is thinking about cheese. And sniffed some more. Sniff, sniff, sniff. When the hungry mouse determined that Gilbert was not, in fact, a block of cheddar, she ran away. And she never came back. Gilbert's little fishy heart went pitter-patter, plop. Poor Gilbert. More time passed, and Gilbert had just about given up on his dream when a fly landed on the rim of his bowl. "Well, hello there, little fellow," Gilbert called out cheerfully. The startled fly buzzed around in circles. Buzz, buzz, buzz. Gilbert jumped up, and the wide-eyed fly was there to greet him in mid-air. "A pet," Gilbert glubbed. "I have a quiet, friendly thwack." Oh my. Poor fly. And poor Gilbert. He cried enough tears to fill a 10-gallon aquarium. In the morning, Gilbert opened his eyes, and somebody was watching him. Somebody flicked its long tail and wiry whiskers. What is that? A long tail, wiry whiskers, pointy ears. Gilbert cautiously swam around and around in circles. Somebody followed. Gilbert jumped. Somebody jumped too. Gilbert thought, eyeing the curious new creature before him. Not too loud, not too rude, and not too squished. "A pet," Gilbert glubbed. "I have the perfect pet." "You look kind of hungry," Gilbert said. "Would you like to join me for breakfast?" Uh-oh. The creature moved in closer and closer and closer, and then it took a big bite of a delicious green flake. "The pink ones are really good too," Gilbert said with a smile. "Would you like me to show you around the castle? It's a catfish, guys." Now Gilbert really does have everything a goldfish could ever want, including a pet named Fluffy. The end. Gilbert got a pet fish. A goldfish got a pet fish. That's awesome. Gilbert learned a lot in this story about having a pet. He thought he knew what he wanted. But then, when he got the different kinds of pets, he didn't realize that certain pets have good things about them and not good things about them. So when you think about a pet, you really have to think about, if I get a dog, it might bark a lot. If I get a fly, it might get squished, right? Gilbert learned. So your writing assignment today is, what kind of pet do you want? What kind of pet do you want? And I want you to tell me why. I want a elephant because he could carry me around. I want a cat because I could pet it. I want a goldfish so I could feed it fish flakes every morning. Really think about it. Draw me a really nice picture. I want you to remember, we're not scribbling and messy coloring. Take your time. Do nice work, okay? I hope that you watched our phonics video today, our calendar video, Miss Janice's question of the day, and played your Smarty Ants along with all of your packet work, okay? I will be back soon. I love you all. Bye.